Hola, hola, amiga. Welcome to episode 18 of Modern Latina in Midlife podcast. Today's episode is about 11 powerful energy clearing techniques to navigate midlife with clarity, confidence, and inner connection. I'm Sonia Flores, your host, also an energy healer, spirit guide channel, medium, and a coach for women in midlife. Yes, these titles you are hearing me mention may be new to you: energy healer, spirit guide channel, and medium. You see, to give you a little bit about my background, back in 2018, I was in dire need to help my son through some mental health stuff that was coming up. And, I was trying everything. I was that desperate mom that just wanted to do, I would leave no stone unturned to find what would help my son. So we were doing all the things, we were going through to therapy and counseling and all the doctors and trying medications and church and prayer and you name it. If you had told me to stand on my head for an hour and that would make him feel better, I would have done that. So during that time, I met my dear friend, who is now my dear friend, Linda Garcia, who was the host of Let There Be Loose podcast. She was an energy healer. She introduced me to energy healing, and I was working with her at the time in my other business as a podcast producer. I was helping her with her podcast, and so I mentioned to her what was happening with my son. So she immediately was like, "Let me do an energy healing on him." So she proceeded to do energy healings on him and on me. And I just found them to be so transformative. I strongly believe that in combination with all the other things that we were doing, that energy healing was extremely helpful. In fact, when she would do energy healings on him, that's when I would see like the most kind of immediate transformation. And so then over time, it just was really powerful. So, because I was having these energy healings done on him, once a month on him and on myself, and I actually wanted them done more often, I decided in 2019 to get certified in energy healing. And so I took the basic training and then I went back to get the advanced training. And then I did, a pranic psychotherapy training. And so it's been really profound. I started practicing on myself. I started doing energy healing on my son, and then I started doing energy healing on others. And I just started receiving really amazing feedback from other people. So during the pandemic, I was doing these group energy healings. So we were all in this really, well, you know how it was during the pandemic, and it was really beautiful. I think I would do it twice a month, like during the full moon and the new moon, and just I always had really big attendance, and it just became a really great way to kind of release stress and anxiety during that time frame and try to keep like an even keel and try to kind of stay connected to ourselves and to just this feeling of positiveness. But one of the biggest things that came out of this is that people did truly feel that it lightened their load, that it helped release stress, and that it helped release anxiety, which is really mostly what the intention was during that time frame. And so what I started noticing when I was doing energy healings and other people is that I would get these like messages and like these downloads. And it was really odd because I just would think, okay, I don't know why I'm hearing this. I don't know why I'm thinking this. And then I would just leave it alone, whatever. What started happening is that these messages, these thoughts that came, these downloads that came to my head during that energy healing started following me throughout the day, even once that energy healing was done. And here I was like 2 days later, this one time, and this message kept popping up and this message kept popping up. And I thought, oh my gosh, I think this message was for that person I was doing the healing on. Maybe I need to tell him that this is a message that came through and that I think I need to deliver it to him. So I did that. And he was like, I needed to hear this because I needed to know how to I have more work to process. Like that energy healing really helped, but I feel like there's more to process. And the message that I gave him helped him with that piece. So, and then after once I delivered the message, that thought message completely went away. So I started to notice that I would get these messages, and then if I didn't deliver them to that person at that time, they would stay in my mind until I delivered them. So I started to realize these were messages that I was receiving for the person that I was working on. So I started delivering them, and I just started just accepting the fact that these were downloads that I was receiving for them. So over time, I just kind of started getting away from doing energy healings. It's just something that I did because I was so passionate about it. I am passionate about it, but in that time, I had seen such transformation and relief for my son and for myself that, I wanted to share that, but I had my business and I had to really pay attention to that. And my healings, I was only doing them really late at night or really early in the morning so that it didn't interrupt with my work, with my business and my other clients. And so, and eventually I just kind of got away from it. So back in the spring of this year, so we're in 2023 right now at the time of this recording. In the spring, I was standing here at my desk and I got this voice, this message that came to me that said, "You are meant for more." And I heard it so clearly. And it was so subtle. It was like a whisper almost. It was very gentle, but I heard it. And I knew this was my higher soul, my spirit guides, a higher being telling me that I was meant for more. And and I knew it. I knew it. I accepted it. The minute I heard it, I was like, okay, I'm in. I'm meant for more. I gotta do something else. And I had met my now coach, in the last 6 months prior to that. And she was running a coaching certification program. And I was really drawn to her work, and it was, manifestation based. And I just was really drawn to her work. And it just so happened that shortly after I got that message, I noticed that she was opening up a container for new coaching. And I jumped on it. And so I went through the whole process of getting certified in coaching. And through this process, all these women in this coaching container are very woo woo and spiritual, and they were all getting these like readings, but with this psychic medium to connect with their spirit guides. So I jumped on board and did it too, and it was so fun. And the very first thing that this medium told me when she connected to my spirit guide was, she's like, you've got something. You are really powerful. You have like a gift. You're a healer." And I was like, oh my gosh. And here I was trying to kind of shove that aside, trying to put it away. Nobody in this container knew that I had this healing ability, or that I received downloads, any of that. Neither did the psychic. I just barely had met this psychic. But I went to her because everybody else was using her. So I trusted, you know, that she was a reliable source, and she is. But she picked up on that. And so my spirit guide kept telling her and kept honing in on the fact that I have this gift and that I need to use it for good, for to help other people, and that's what I'm here in this lifetime to do. And so here it is again, showing up, telling me that I need to do this. And I think it's time that I honor that wild, witchy woman inside and bring those gifts to life to help others in combination with all this other wonderful stuff that I've been learning, and in my coaching program, basically. You see, I have this other business that I started as a virtual assistant, and now I'm doing some online business management. I'm a podcast producer. And in that business, I help female coaches, therapists, and healers run their businesses, amplify their voices, and grow. My thought process behind this, my thought process behind selecting this niche was, number one, that this is a group of women that I'm completely drawn to, clearly, because this is who I am as well, right? but I wasn't seeing it that way at the time. To me, it was like, ooh, I want to work with these women because that's what I was attracted to. So my thought was that in helping them on the back end of their business, that they could focus on sharing their beautiful gifts and medicine with the world to touch and to help more people. My thought was that since I didn't have, the training as a therapist and all these, big certifications and schooling behind me and all these letters behind my name, that I couldn't help in the way that they could. And this was my way of contributing, was to support them in their business and helping them get all the things done in the back end so that they could focus on their passion and sharing their medicine and their knowledge and their gifts with more people. But God has other plans for me. And yes, I said God. I know that gifts like channeling and energy healing are not separate from God. I know a lot of people might not think that way. I know that there's a lot of conflict between religious beliefs and this woo-woo stuff. Like they don't combine, but I don't believe it. I believe that they are one and the same. I grew up Catholic and am still Catholic, and I have the ability to channel spirit guides and past loved ones, and I have the ability to help people heal with energy. These aren't gifts that God gave me. And in fact, they're not gifts that He just gave me. Anybody could do this. Anybody can learn to do this. And as a matter of fact, the Virgin Mary has accompanied me during many energy healings and has even had messages to deliver to the people that I have worked on, to my clients. So basically, all this to say that this psychic medium that connected to my spirit guides, that had this plan for me, that delivered this message, started running a coaching program to teach us to connect to our spirit guides and hone in on that ability. So I joined her course, and here we are. I think we're like 5 weeks in, and I'm absolutely loving it. We are just really honing in on this gift and this skill. Her name is Jessica Rachel, and you may have heard her already because she's been on the podcast. So if you go back to episode 7, it's that episode is called Connecting with My Spirit Guides, Reactivating My Inner Wild Witchy Woman. In this episode, I shared pieces of that channeling that she did for me because we recorded it. So I pulled out some pieces to share with you here on the podcast so you can hear some of those messages that came through and why the messaging and the stories that I'm sharing on this podcast shifted from the time that I launched it almost a year ago. There's also episode 10, How to Connect to Your Intuition and Spirit Guides, with Jessica Rachel. And she walks us through what it is to connect with spirit guides and how you can connect, how we all have the ability to connect with our own spirit guides. So that's another fun one if you want to listen to that. So, with all this being said, I do want to share with you that I have created a midlife inner makeover 60-minute session for the month of November. In this 60-minute session, you will receive a powerful energy healing to clean the energy in your body and align your chakras just on time for the holidays, when we're around so many people and have we're more susceptible to like attaching to other people's energies or attracting other people's energies, and just getting you nice and ready and completely cleansed. I think it's an absolute fabulous time to do that. What this a session will do for you is that it will help you release stubborn blockages, gain clarity, feel lighter, and more at peace with yourself. You will also receive messages from your spirit guides and allow you to gain clarity around those messages. So you'll have the opportunity to ask questions in regard to this particular message and to gain more clarity around it. This is perfect for you if you want to explore your own identity in midlife, have more self acceptance and confidence, live in alignment with your purpose, connect and trust your intuition more fully, and seek fulfillment in your passions. Here's a testimonial from a client from Texas who had extreme back pain. So I did an emergency healing on her. The same powerful healing that I will do in this inner makeover session is the one that I did on her. And then once the healing was done, this is what she told me. I got really clear on what is hurting. I was able to pick out clearly this is what is hurting and this is why it's hurting. I have this crystal clear revelation. The vision I'm getting is this. I'm trying to look at my reflection in a stream of water and I can't see my reflection. I'm in a panic because I can't see it. Where am I? I'm not here. I'm not centered. I'm distracted by something stupid that took place yesterday. And then all of a sudden, I got clear on why this is still bothering me today. And immediately the stream gets calm and I immediately see my reflection. I start to feel my heart expand and I start to feel so much love. I even raised my hands, closed my eyes, and lifted my head. I started feeling so much gratitude for the growth. I just have to remember that this old me is trying to slow me down. Thank you so much, Sonia. It's like a light switch. I feel in myself. I immediately feel so great. Nothing like I felt when I first contacted you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a message that I received as soon as I was done doing her healing. So, what happens in the days to follow and in the weeks to follow is that energy continues to process. There's kind of like this processing period. So the clarity and the feeling of a peacefulness and feeling more light is continues to grow after, within the next week or two after the healing still. So if you're ready for your midlife inner makeover, I've added the link to book a session in the show notes. You can also find it at the link in my bio, on my Instagram account, and on my website. So now that you know a little bit more about my background, let's talk about energy. Here's how energy works. To take this from the book Your Hands Can Heal You by Stephen Coe and medical doctor Eric B. Robbins. Prana, which is the name of energy, is remarkably powerful and resilient, yet it is also very delicate. Prana can be used to relieve serious health problems. It can be projected over great distances without losing its strength or effectiveness. But your prana can also be diminished or weakened by many factors, including your beliefs, emotions, attitudes, inhibitions, and traumatic memories. The food we eat, the people you associate with, the way you work and live, how you work and live, what you say, what you think, and how you react to the general level of stress in your life. In general, your state of health is tied to your supply of prana. When your prana, energy, is clean and plentiful, you are in good physical and mental health. When your energy is low or dirty, you typically experience some type of health problem. So, to talk about the benefits of maintaining your energy clean and positive energy, clean energy in your body, what are the benefits? Well, number one, clarity. You'll have mental acuity. Clear energy often translates to a clear mind. When our energy is free of blockages or negativity, our thought processes become more streamlined, enabling us to think more critically and make decisions more confidently. Emotional understanding. Clear energy allows us to better understand our emotions instead of being overwhelmed by conflicting feelings or thoughts. We can more readily identify what we are feeling and why, leading to better emotional regulation. And purpose and direction. With clear energy, we can more easily connect with our life's purpose and the direction we want to take. It becomes simpler to set and follow through on intentions and goals. Number two benefit, improved relationships. It helps with effective communication. Clean energy can enhance our ability to communicate with others. Without the burden of lingering negative energy, we can articulate our thoughts more clearly and listen more actively. Empathy and understanding. When our energy is balanced, we're better equipped to empathize with others, understand their perspectives, and foster deeper connections. Conflict resolution. With a positive energy field, conflicts or misunderstandings can be addressed and resolved more amicably as we approach situations without the baggage of previous emotional hangups. Number three benefit is enhanced intuition, strengthen gut feelings. Clean energy sharpens our innate intuitive abilities. We can trust our gut feelings more and discern situations or people better. Our spiritual connection is heightened. For those who believe in higher powers or realms, maintaining clean energy can enhance the connection to spirit guides, angels, or the universe, making spiritual guidance more accessible. Dream insight. With balanced energy, dreams might become clearer and more insightful, providing guidance, answers, or revelations. And number four benefit, better health. Physical well being, our energy, and physical health are intrinsically linked. Clean energy can boost your immune system, increase vitality, and even aid in faster recovery from illnesses. Emotional stability. Clean energy reduces susceptibility to mood swings, depression, anxiety, and other emotional health issues. When our energy is positive and flowing freely through our bodies, we feel more emotionally balanced. Holistic balance. Clean energy resonates with holistic well being, where mind, body, and spirit are in harmony. This balance can lead to overall better health, reduced stress, and increased longevity. So, what are some symptoms that you could potentially feel if you have clogged or stagnant energy? Here's what you may be feeling if that is the case. You could be feeling drained or tired for no apparent reason. You can have mood swings or unexplained irritability, chronic physical ailments, emotional and mental health issues like stress, anxiety, depression, even phobias and addictions that you can't manage to get a hold of. Intuitive blockages or difficulty connecting with your spirit guides or your higher self or your intuition, whatever you want to call it. Difficulty in relationships and communication. So this kind of encompasses a big part of the things that we want to kind of get in life, like get right, like our relationships and our health and our mood swings, our physical and mental health. And it could even help with blockages that we have in regards to our career and in being able to make money, so those blockages could be anywhere in the body, which basically affects different areas in our life. So now to get into the topic of cleaning the energy in your body. And these are techniques that you can use yourself to do at home to help you clean the energy in your body. So the first one is grounding. Grounding refers to the process of connecting our energy with that of the earth, helping us feel centered and balanced. Some exercises for grounding include visualization. Imagine roots growing out of your feet, out of the bottom of your feet, anchoring you to the earth, allowing you to draw up its energy. Another technique is earthing, walking barefoot on grass, sand, or soil. The natural connection helps neutralize negative energy in your body. So you can use visualization while you're meditating, or if you're just not feeling like you're centered, you're feeling off, you feel like your energy's all over the place, you feel like scattered. It's a really good practice to just kind of take time to just close your eyes and visualize these roots coming out of your feet and grounding you to the earth, and maybe taking a deep breath with it. But that sense of grounding is going to help you kind of get back to the present moment. Um, and kind of clear that energy. As well as earthing, if you have a couple minutes, take your shoes off, go outside and walk around the grass. Maybe you do this in the morning and during lunchtime. There was a time when during the summer, when the day is nice, I go out and have my lunch outside and I walk around the backyard on the grass, or on the dirt, just to help me ground as I'm eating my lunch as well. So that's an idea. Another technique is salt baths. Salt baths have cleansing properties. Salt, especially Epsom or Himalayan salt, can absorb and neutralize negative energy. So to use this technique, you fill a bath with warm water, you add 1 to 2 cups of salt, and soak for about 20 minutes. As you bathe, visualize the salt drawing out negativity from your body. Don't go over the 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a max. And you want to submerge yourself as much as you can, like even your head. Like when I do it, I just kind of keep my head, just like my face, above water. I put my hands, my hair, my neck, my ears. I do as much as I can without drowning. So I just barely leave like my eyes, my nose, and my mouth just out. Soaking my face in even completely several times. But the idea is that you want that energy to be cleansed everywhere, including your hair. There's so much energy in our hair. That's why women after a breakup tend to cut their hair, because you're cutting off all that energy. So intuitively, we're already doing this. Um, but it's important that after this bath in the salt water, that you shower to get all that salt off, and therefore that negative energy off of your skin and your hair in all the places. So you do want to shower after you've taken your salt bath. Okay, the next technique is smudging with sage or palo santo. Indigenous cultures have burned these plants for centuries to purify spaces and individuals. You light the sage or the palo santo, allowing it to smolder. Wave the smoke around your body or space while setting a purification intention. I would suggest that you first sage yourself. So I just kind of go from like head to toe and like swirl it around my body, around my armpits, around my arms, in the back of my head, under my legs, under my bottom. Like I like swirl it around everywhere. Sometimes I even lift my feet and do under my feet. And then I sage the rest of my space. So you go from corner to corner everywhere. You go under the seats. Like if you want to do a thorough job, go under the seats, under the chairs, under furniture if you can, open cabinets, drawers, and just sage that smoke around. It's the smoke that cleanses the energy. And one thing that I do want to say is to be careful to purchase ethically sourced sage and palo santo. There is a type of palo santo that is going extinct and is highly protected. So make sure that what you buy is ethically sourced, and you'll need to find a source, a botanica or some sort of a woo-woo shop in your area, and talk to them and find out where they get their products from. They will know if they're purchasing ethically sourced products. They should be able to speak to you about that. Another technique is crystal healing. There are some crystals that are specifically for cleansing your energy. Selenite promotes mental clarity and cleanses other crystals. It also is great for like cutting cords or cutting your energy. When you feel like somebody else's energy is attached to yours. I like to get in the practice of like using it every night to like cut my energy from other people. Or after I do a healing, I use the selenite, my selenite wand, to just like cut the energy and cords from the person that I'm doing a healing on. Black tourmaline protects against negativity, so you can carry one on yourself. It's always a good idea. That's why you find women that carry rocks with them because they're carrying their little crystals, and black tourmaline protects against negative energy. So this is one that you might find in, a lot of spiritual women's pockets, their bras. A lot of women stick their crystals in their bras. So you place your crystals on or around your body during meditation. You have to cleanse them regularly by placing them under moonlight, especially under the full moon or the new moon, or burying them in salt. You can also run them under cold water and set an intention for them to be cleansed. I place them everywhere. I have black tourmaline in lanterns just outside my front door to keep negative energies away. I keep them at my desk. Some are on my bedside table. And this goes for more than just the black tourmaline. I have crystals all over the place. But I have them, by my bedside table. I have some in the space where I channel, where I do my healings. I even keep some in my handbag and in my wallet. So so I have those everywhere. Another technique is breathing and meditation. There's visualization meditation where you visualize a white light enveloping you, drawing out and transmuting any negative energy from your body. You can find a ton of guided meditations in the Insight Timer app, which is free and I absolutely love. And then there's also breath work. Deep, intentional breaths can aid in releasing stagnant energy from your body. So you try inhaling positive energy and exhaling negative energy. So this will help start to move the energy in your body, especially if you're not used to taking long, deep breaths. With most of us do not. Most of us are shallow breathers. Then there's also another technique is chakra balancing. There are 7 main chakras: the root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, each associated with specific aspects of our life. One balancing technique is visualization meditations or using corresponding chakra crystals. Those can help in aligning and balancing these energy centers. That's what they are. They're energy centers. Another great way to align your chakras and squeeze negative energy out is yoga. Yoga in and of itself, especially when you like squeeze the chakras, when you do those those positions that like have you like twisting, those help in balancing your chakras. But there are also yoga flows and on YouTube that are specific for balancing your chakras. Another technique to clean your energy is using energy shields. You can protect yourself by preventing negative energies to come in. That's what these are for, is more prevention rather than cleaning, but I thought it would be worth mentioning here. You can create an energy shield through visualization. Imagine a protective bubble or a shield around you, which only allows positive energy to enter. This requires maintenance. Regularly revisualize and re-strengthen your shield, especially after interactions that may drain you or have challenged your energy. Then if you feel someone has drained your energy, then maybe your shield or your protection is low and needs to be rebuilt. I also like to call upon Archangel Michael to put a bubble of protection around me, especially when I'm channeling or doing energy healing on someone else. I ask for protection from negative energies, spirits, or negative entities. Another way to clear energy is clapping. Clapping is a traditional and straightforward method for energy cleansing, often overlooked in modern practices. Clapping can break up stagnant energy in a room or around a person. The sound waves generated disrupt and clear away lingering negative energies. So, to do space cleaning, walk through each room in your house or workspace, clapping vigorously, especially in corners or areas that feel heavy or stagnant. You should notice the lightness or freshness in the atmosphere afterwards. To do personal energy clearing, clap your hands all around your own body, starting from the feet and moving up without touching. This can help break up and shift any negative energy clinging to your aura. When integrating clapping into your energy cleansing routine, it's beneficial to do so with intention. As you clap mentally or vocally, affirm that you are clearing away negativity and making space for positive, fresh energy. Another technique is singing bowls. Singing bowls are often associated with Tibetan culture, but found in various traditions, and they are renowned for their ability to promote healing and cleansing energy. Singing bowls produce harmonic vibrations that promote deep relaxation, healing, and a restoration of balance within both spaces and individuals. For cleansing a space, play the singing bowl in different areas of a room or home to fill the space with its vibrations. It's particularly effective for neutralizing stagnant or negative energies. For when you use these for personal healing and balance, then you can place a singing bowl on or near your body and play it. The vibrations can help align your chakras, clean your aura, and bring a sense of peace and well being. As a meditative aid, the resonant sound of a singing bowl can aid in deepening meditative states, facilitating a clearer connection to one's inner self and the universe. It's also, I think, a good idea to mention crystal sound bowls. These are distinct from traditional Tibetan singing bowls. They're typically made of quartz crystal and have their unique set of properties and uses. Sound bowls produce pure, resonant tones that resonate with our body's crystalline structure, aiding in energy balancing, chakra alignment, and deep relaxation. To use for space purification, you play the sound bowl in various areas of a room or home, infusing the space with its crystalline variations, effectively clearing out any negative or stagnant energy. In chakra balancing, different bowls correspond to different chakras based on their size and their note. Playing a specific bowl can help align and balance the associated chakra. Deep relaxation meditation, the sustained tone of a sound bowl can guide individuals into profound meditative states, facilitating inner peace and heightened awareness. If you've never done a sound bowl workshop or sound bowl healing, in like yoga, they usually have them in like yoga studios. They do like workshops usually with sound healing. Oh my goodness, it is so powerful and it feels so beautiful. Highly recommend it. And then finally, not finally, finally for my list. So this would be technique number 11 from the techniques that I am sharing today, is energy healing. Doing an energy healing like Reiki or pranic healing, for example, helps to clear the energy in the body. I can't speak for Reiki because I'm not a Reiki practitioner. But with pranic healing, which is the energy healing that I use, we do a 3-step process that involves scanning, cleansing, and energizing. First, we scan the body to feel the energy levels, find any stagnation, negative energy, cracks, or holes leading to energy leaks, and we check for energy cords. Then we cleanse the aura and the chakras. We do a deep cleanse with hand movements using pranic energy. Finally, we re-energize each chakra with clean pranic energy and we stabilize it. Sometimes it's necessary to cut energy cords if there are any attached to others' energies. And when we rescan the body at the end, we will feel a considerable difference. This type of healing helps clean the energy and align the chakras and heal minor ailments. When with advanced pranic healing, where we use color pranas and frequencies, we accelerate healing and we are able to heal more severe ailments. And then there's pranic psychotherapy healing, which is what created much bigger and powerful transformations in my clients. Pranic psychotherapy uses electric violet prana or divine prana for mental and emotional healing, specializing in techniques specific to depression and anxiety and techniques specific to extracting phobias and addiction energies. It's essential to know that while energy work can significantly impact your well being, it is just one piece of the holistic health puzzle. Combining energy practices with other self care routines, medical advice, and a balanced lifestyle will yield the best results. So, to maintain your clean energy after you've cleaned it, do regular energy check ins. Take a moment periodically throughout the day or the week to assess how you're feeling energetically. This can be done through simple introspection, meditation, or journaling. By consistently checking in, you become more attuned to your energy fluctuations, allowing you for timely interventions if your energy starts feeling heavy or drained. You can set aside specific times daily or weekly. This can be during your morning routine or before bed or even during short breaks in the day. And once you start doing it more, you'll start to notice when your energy is off or not feeling well. Or you can also create a routine or a ritual for your energy cleansing. One, create a routine or a ritual for cleansing your energy so you can maintain consistency. Establishing a routine helps reinforce the habit of energy cleansing, making it a regular part of your life. So you always remain in tip top condition. Your ritual can include any combination of the techniques discussed earlier, such as grounding, smudging, or singing bowls. You choose what resonates with you. You can also create a sacred space, dedicating a space specific in your home for this ritual. It can be an altar, a quiet corner, or even a dedicated room, but it's not necessary. It just puts you in that um, mental space very quickly to like connect and get grounded and meditate and do the work. This space will hold the energy for your practices, making each session more potent. I'm interested to hear which energy cleaning techniques call to you. What if you've used any of them? If you're going to try any of them, and if you do, let me know how it goes, how you feel, how this works out for you. I'd love to hear any feedback you have. And if you're ready to schedule your midlife inner makeover 60-minute session, head to the link in the show notes. In the 60-minute session, you will receive a powerful energy healing to clean the energy in your body and align your chakras. Like I mentioned, just on time for the hustle and bustle of the holidays. What this will do for you is that it will help you release stubborn blockages, gain clarity, feel lighter and more at peace with yourself. You will also receive messages from your spirit guides and allow you to gain clarity around those messages. And again, this is perfect for you if you want to explore your own identity in midlife, have more self acceptance and confidence, live in alignment with your purpose, connect and trust your intuition more fully, seek fulfillment in your passions. If you want to feel lighter, more clear, have a fresh new perspective, this is for you. And for those of you listeners of Modern Latina in Midlife, I am offering a 25% off discount for being a listener. Use promo code Modern Latina in Midlife in all caps. I'm going to share one more story with you about the powerful transformation that these energy healings are. I had my very first energy healing session with Sonia, and I honestly did not know what to expect. I was nervous and anxious, but once the actual process began, I felt connected to myself in a way that I have never felt before. I was able to speak to my inner consciousness in a way that was so direct and so powerful. I left the session feeling so light and full of clarity with how to tackle the issues that I was dealing with. If anyone is in need of direction with difficult circumstances in your life, I highly recommend Sonia to help guide you through them. She will make you feel safe and protected. It truly is an honor and so beautiful to receive messages like this. So let me know If any of these energy clearing techniques speak to you, if they're new to you, if you have others that you use regularly that should have been on this list, and if you have any questions, email me at sonia@florist.com or DM me on Instagram at Modern Latina in Midlife. Gracias, amiga, for being here. Please share this episode with your amigas and your comadres so that we can all continue to grow, heal, make ourselves a priority in this stage of midlife, ridding ourselves of energy blocks that could be getting in the way of living our best midlife with intention and purpose and clarity. Hasta la próxima.